Hello everyone and welcome to my world. First things first, what I say is Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I know it's a bit late because obviously this is, I think by the time you're watching this it'll be January or might be a few months, not, well, you know what I mean, might be later. And I want to get an Update-A-Thon out of the way. That's where I meant to say. Because this is the 10th Update-A-Thon. Can't remember when the last one was. First thing I want to get out of the way, obviously, with this Update-A-Thon is there are new things happening, obviously, throughout the year. And some of them I've had like requests, I've had like suggestions, like not just like little suggestions, like some games to play, some things I should have a look at, things like that. And this is where this video is, the Update-A-Thon. If you've never known, I can actually say what I'm planning, what's going to happen, what's coming, what's going, things like that. And this is where it begins, because the first thing, I've had a lot of requests throughout the last few videos of a Q&A session, and there is definitely going to be a Q&A video in the future. But obviously, I can't. The most important thing about a Q&A session is I need the questions. So I've already had quite a few questions, so obviously I might want some more questions, because obviously my definition of a few questions could range between, like, say 4 questions to, like, say 8 questions, and as much as that's a good suggestion, I wouldn't mind some more questions, because I might make a I would say a second video, because this would be the second video. I have done one in the past, but it wasn't very popular. So, and obviously since I did the first one, I think it was like, I'm going to say 2 or 3 years ago, because I remember doing a live stream of Destiny at the time. And obviously, I think a lot of people just didn't want me to do something like that. So obviously, I've learned from that to this. So I'm going to do it like as I am right now. I'm going to read the questions out and actually give you like a little thing, maybe like pop a video up here everywhere, or even condense my video, put a bigger video, things like that. Picture in picture. So where this Q&A session is going is, obviously, I need the questions. So the questions is what I want from you, the viewers, the people around you. Even if it's a simple question, it could be a simple question of like, hey, how are you? Or something like that. You might not know, like, what was the motivation for me to do this, or what made me play video games for a living, or what was this, thing like that. Like, why am I wearing this? Something simple, Obviously, don't try and make it as offensive as possible, because if you do, or even if I think it sounds offensive, I'm not going to read the question. So, or even if you're trying to coax me into saying something, I will find a way to loop around it. So, try to keep it as less offensive as possible, because there are others watching this. You might not offend me personally, but you might offend somebody else. So try not to be offensive, because if I think it's offensive, I'm not posting it. I'm not going to answer the question. And I don't want anyone getting upset, saying, oh, you didn't read my question. Well, there's a reason. It was offensive. I thought it was offensive, so I didn't read it. Something simple, well, not too simple, but you know where I'm at. Think about others besides yourself. That's where I'm going with that. So submit the questions. The last request, for the questions will be the 1st of February 2019, the 1st of the 2nd, 2019. In order for, obviously, you want the questions, I will post in the descriptions the official Mastr Gaming Network Facebook page and the, well, I say official page, it's a group I've made, but you know what I'm at. And also my Twitter page, so you can send the questions on there. So either way, I will receive the questions, so it's only fair for you. Another request I've been given is more behind the scenes vids, and I agree there will be more behind the scenes vids, because the first one I've mostly had is a second office vid, and I am agreeing on doing an office vid, but obviously there's two things mostly needed to actually get this up and running. It's time, which I rarely have to do, so you can't blame me on that one, because if I don't have time to make the video, I don't have time to do the actual thing. And obviously the second thing is I've had like a lot of refurbishment, because I'm trying to like move things around, and then once I moved it around, I went to London, so I brought more stuff back, which meant it's sort of like cluttering things up, which meant I'm trying to move stuff out to get more stuff in, so you can see where I'm at, because my office isn't that big. I'm gonna admit to that right now. It's sort of like one of them things where it's like, I know the office isn't big, but I'm still putting things in it. Why? You know, it's like that. But obviously, like I said, I am working on it, because I know first few days of the new year I actually have off, so I will be blitzing through all of my boxes, all of my games, stocking it up, and as soon as it's done, I will get straight on the office tour vid. Even if I have to like show things like on the floor, for example, because I really want this video to be done, because that's sort of where I'm at with this one. Another video I've had request, I should say, is the making of a video, so I'd love to do that, I actually really love, because I know there's a few people that have said, oh, he must use an Apple computer, or he uses this software, things like that. But, it's one of them things, obviously people can say what they say, because I think I've only done one where it's close to it, which is the behind the intro scene I did for the artifact loot crates. But obviously that was one video, that was just like something that lasted about, I think it was something like 2 minutes or something. But obviously making a normal video takes a lot longer. And the final behind the scenes video is about me, sort of like, I wouldn't go far to say a documentary, if that makes sense, but but I've already had like a sort of title for the thing, which was The Man Behind the Madness, because, and that's obviously air quotes on the word madness, because obviously there's a lot of things you don't know, a lot of people don't know about me, so that obviously they want the Q&A and they want this video, so it's sort of one of those things. The next thing I want to talk about is the new projects I'm working on, because there's a lot of these projects I have been wanting to do for many years. Some I've wanted to do since I've started the actual channel, and some I've done like, we'll say like a year or 2 years after the channel went running. And obviously I noticed there was a rise in this sort of style of video, if that makes sense. And obviously it's sort of like, well, more people doing it, but you know, everyone has their own opinions, and it sort of came fully functionable when I did the Dumbo trailer Dumbo trailer review, when it would have been, because I actually recently rewatched it, and I feel like it would have been better off as what I'm going to do here, which is a reaction episode show. I've already thought of the name, which is Mastr Reaction, so it's anything I can think of. I've already got like a list of suggestions from fans, family, anyone, even work colleagues. I've suggested some of these things, and you know what I should check out. And I feel like that's actually brilliant, you know, because like I said, everyone has their own different opinion. I might remember some of the stuff. I might actually think, oh, that's really good. Oh, I like the look of that. And I can't, you know, like I said, reaction-based videos, they've sort of gone up over the years. I know I'm sort of late to the trend, I will admit to that, but obviously technology for me has slowly creeped up. I've now gotten to the point where I can do it, you know, because obviously I can do picture in picture, but you can see where I'm at here, can't you? It's one of those fine lines, because I can do it, but if you look back at, like, say, when I first started it, I only had one camera. Now I can actually do multiple things, which is absolutely fantastic. The second thing I'm actually working on is recording PC footage. Now, I only say this because some of the ideas I've had, they've literally been thinking about, you know, I've been thinking about doing it because there has been a lot of games on the PC that I actually want to play and record, because a majority of them were from my childhood. So I feel like I should give something as a thank you to something that influenced me to do this. And obviously it's hard if the games are only on PC. So I've been working on trying to get PC footage since about 4 years ago. But obviously every suggestion was, oh, do this, do this, do this, do this. And it was like, so then you can do it. But it was sort of like that big of a screen. And if you want a very better example, I shall do this. See what I mean? I mean, look at how much space I'm wasting just to record on the PC. It's not worth it. So, yeah, that's pretty much the main thing. And finally, recording more games from different consoles. Obviously, PC is one of them. I know I did a brief clip of one, which was the Wii U, and I did an episode on another one, which was the Game Boy, but I only did them on a friend's system, not mine, because he has the actual setup and all that lot. So I actually said, hey, is it possible for me to try and record this on yours? And he says, oh, just bring the game, you know, if he doesn't have it, bring the game, because he had a few of them consoles. So all I had to do was just pretty much bring my my games. That was it, because he only does it for his own purpose, you know, sort of like his go-to guides. But he doesn't like people knowing of his channel, because I think recently he sort of stopped doing it, only because he's been getting a lot of like hate comments, and these aren't like positive hate comments. These are like really, really negative hate comments. I know there's no such thing as positive hate comments, but you know, there's possible. What I mean by that is like positive hate comments to me are sort of like, oh, try harder, or oh, you're just ripping off this person, you know, things like that. These were like harsh hate comments, you know, sort of like drop dead, you know, give up on your life, you know, just don't do this anymore, things like that. And he agreed, well, not on doing them, but, you know, he agreed that it's not worth recording anymore because it's just, you know, obviously times have changed from when it started to now, because obviously, like say for example, when he started, PewDiePie wasn't around, you know, and obviously since he's been doing it recently, the PewDiePie person has actually gone up and down. So, you know, it's like one of them. You know, obviously people have thought, oh, this guy's just ripping off PewDiePie because, you know, he's doing the exact same games PewDiePie's doing, you know, just that. But obviously not acknowledging that everyone has a different style of playing a video game, not the fact that he's ripping off somebody else or somebody's ripping off him. You know, it's that, isn't it? It's just not fair on people. Next thing I want to talk about is the Nuzlocke challenge. I have actually been challenged to do this Nuzlocke challenge by a friend of the channel called Zombie Wizard, and I'm accepting the challenge. Only I'm waiting for the game because I only have Pokemon Yellow, and as you can see from the screenshots, this is the basic idea I've got planned, because I'm going to try and get, well, I should say trying to get, I've ordered it, so I'm just waiting for it to arrive, which is Pokemon Red, the very first Pokemon game. I want to go old school because I like going old school. And obviously, without having Pokemon Red and only Pokemon Yellow, there are certain rules that don't apply fully. Like, obviously, Pikachu's the first Pokemon you can get, so that rules out the option of choosing a Pokemon. When he dies, or I should say when he faints, which is the dying term in the Nuzlocke challenge, he can't be released. He can only be stored in the box, you know, the PC. So I can work around some areas, but other areas I just can't. And also, I just love the idea of having a little Pikachu following you, so I can't get rid of him. So I'd be spending, like, say for example, and I'm just saying this as an example, let's say about 20 videos, at least 20 videos, excuse me, 20 videos leveling Pikachu up to the level, you know, the grinding area. And obviously that's not much fun in a video sense, because I don't want him to die, because I like the Pikachu that follows you around. So obviously I'm wiping Yellow off the Nuzlocke challenge board. So I'm trying to look for Red, and I'm going to try and do Blue version when that comes. But until then, you know, I'm sort of like, I've got everything planned to do it, but when they come, the Nuzlocke challenge is on. So if you want a name, if you have a suggestion for a name, it could be for any Pokemon, just put a name in the comment and I will write it down. If there's like thousands, well, not thousands, but, you know, like say about 20 names, for example, I'll put it in a box and do a random, like, shuffle, you know, and I'll be like, oh, this name. So I capture a Caterpie, he'll be named, let's say, Pokey McPokeface, you know, and I'll just write it in, and my Caterpie is now named Pokey McPokeface. And finally, I think there's only one thing I could do for the update, on the final update, and that's to thank you, the viewers, for watching everything I've done. Since I've been here for 5 years, I've actually never done this one thing what I'm doing right now, which is count the videos I've done in a year. Just a 1 year. And for the whole year, this is just the total views I've counted. I've accumulated at least 1,330 views in the 1 year I've been doing this. I know I've posted a lot of videos in the year. That's understandable, because obviously there's been times where I've had like say 8 projects in the file, and it's like, all right, I want to get this one out, and then it's sort of like I've only posted like say 1 video a week. Other times I've posted like say 3 videos a week, you know, things like that. Like for example, the Mastr vlog when I was in London, I think I posted at least 1 vid every day. So that was like, I think about 5 vids, I think 5 or 6 vids. So that obviously added a bit, and then obviously I added the London vid, so that was a lot of numbers already. There isn't much I can say left, because I've actually been, you know, I'm sort of personally getting ready for 2019, because I've had like I said, I've got new projects I'm going to work on, new projects. I sort of have an idea of what to do now, because of obviously years have passed. I've shelved them because it's like, right, this, I've not like said, right, this is not going to work, I forget it. I've like shelved it. I thought soon you are going to work. Now's the time. You might as well get you to work. There's obviously things have happened, you know, like professionally and personally. You know, like I've had a new PC. You know, my old PC died. I've had a new PC. You know, people have come and gone. You know, things like that. I've had new subscribers. You know, things like that. You know, so I can't say much about thanking you for sticking by, supporting me, even just putting a little comment of saying, you know, asking a question, you know. So like I said, the Q&A session, I can't wait to see what questions you give, because I know they're going to be impressive, because that's what we want, is questions, you know, questions and answers. And I couldn't actually continue this without you watching it, just even putting a nice comment of saying thanks for the video, and just saying it, something like that. That's fantastic. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you stick around for 2019, because I really want more out of this. Yeah, I don't want to be as big as the next man, because obviously I wouldn't mind like inspiring people to say, if a no man, you know, if nobody from the back crack of whatever town can do it, it's a sign that I can do it. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the future in 2019. With that being said, thank you for watching, and bye bye. Have a great 2019. Damn it, missed.